I don't even know where to begin because this is getting deep. It's getting heavy. Definitely very, very heartfelt. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Beyond the Gates video. And in this one, I'm breaking down season 1, episode number 47. If you are new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Beyond the Gates content and conversations. Ooh, we might need a live stream, y'all, because I need to know how y'all are feeling watching each of these new episodes premiere now that we have the big Eva bomb that has dropped. I think that they did a really masterful job in this episode with tracking simultaneously what's happening with every member of the Dupree Richardson family as well as the Duprees. So we got Leslie over there spouting her bullshit, and she's so damn charismatic and convincing that her lies feel like the damn truth. It's not until you get to the very end of the episode where she locks Eva's ass out the damn apartment that you realize you really don't. Anita was correct. Anita Dupree was correct. You don't give a damn about this girl. You literally built her up to be your little nuclear bomb and you just detonated her ass at the country club. She has nobody and nothing to turn to now and you lock her out the house, Miss Girl? You lock her out the house? We thought you were diabolical before, but that is some diabolical Miss Mamas. That right there is gonna really get you into hell with the gasoline draws on. But again, I like how they structured this episode because while you got to see Leslie coming to have her little speech, I want to understand it. You got to hear me out. No, you wanted to rub salt in the wound. You wanted to savor a little bit more of this anguish that you had caused, all of this dissension and negative emotions. You wanted to feed on that like the little parasite that your ass is. And Kat clocked it because over at the country club, Kat is having a conversation with Eva at the damn house. Nicole and Ted are talking, which I actually did not expect. And over at his house, Martin is losing his shit. Jumping back and forth and like seeing all of the conversations be had and seeing all of the emotions and seeing all the spiraling, I think it was just done so well. It was really, really captivating. And I feel so bad for Nicole. Ted, I'm already on your ass because you really shouldn't have done it and you damn sure shouldn't have done it and then lied about it. I do understand that you had no idea that a child came about it, but you also paid for an abortion that you did not go support the woman through. So you had no idea if it actually got done. Newsflash, fellas, you want an abortion to happen. You coerce a woman to have an abortion, which you should not do. But if your ass is gonna do it, then why don't you take your ass down to the clinic to make sure it gets done? Just a thought. Just a damn thought. Or you cannot impregnate women who are not your wife and damn sure not try to coerce them to getting abortions. Again, another thought, but who am I? I guess just a thinker. Anyway, Ted, I am not convinced that you're remorseful. I'm not convinced by the end of the episode that he isn't centering himself as a victim in his head. I don't think that he really realizes the amount of turmoil, anguish, and despair he has just laid at Nicole's doorstep, and that's why I'm mostly on his goddamn head, because this is, yes, you're doing, but right now the fallout is not about you. All of his apologies, I'm so sorry, I can explain, I had no idea, feels so very rooted and centered in him, which we have the patriarchy to damn thank. Ted is quite literally the prototype Negro who thinks the sun rises and sets on his ass because he's a well-to-do Negro with a little bit of money. So in the moments of even his mistakes and the fallouts from his particular mistakes, he's still centering his damn self versus the souls and the people that he quote unquote loves, but deeply hurt. You are not trying to get forgiveness because you actually don't want Nicole to be feeling the feelings that she feels, because guess what? You don't even register how deeply this cut hurts. You want forgiveness so that you can like assuage and lessen your damn guilt. You're trying to mitigate the feelings that you are feeling, the shame that you are feeling. Because in this moment, it very much so feels like, and y'all can let me know in the comment section if you agree, it very much so feels like you're more concerned with how you actually look, the man that you actually are versus who you have been pretending to be, and those things no longer lining up, and you trying to make amends so that you can try to realign those things. Meanwhile, your family lays in your wake, destroyed by your dumbass decisions. Now, I cannot place right now exactly what I needed him to do different to prove that he's actually remorseful from a place of like centering Nicole and her anguish, or even his damn children, specifically Martin, who he had in on it without his damn consent as a child. But he needs to do something else. Again, by the end of the episode, when he takes his ass over to the hotel, I'm like, you're saying you're sorry, but you're sorry for all the wrong reasons. You still feel wronged because Leslie's this big bad, and don't get me wrong, she is, but quite literally, like Nicole said, your ass is the problem. And the only problem that she's going to deal with. What I also thought was really brilliant in them having Nicole and Ted's conversation so soon, it tracks because she's a therapist. And I love watching a therapist, a clinical therapist, right, be put in this very emotional, high stress life circumstance, and how would they respond? Nicole did it beautifully, way better than a lot of people would, in reference to like maturity and composure, but then still allowing herself to feel the feelings and express her feelings. But I just was watching her and I was just like, God damn, she's just so good. She's hurting deeply, which we get to see at the very end of the episode when she curls up with Kat and like continues to break down. And maybe when the waterworks is really about to come, because I could only imagine what it feels like being a mom, wanting to be a very strong mom, a protective mom, a providing mom. And in this moment of your lowest low and your deepest hurt emotionally within your relationship, you turn to your daughter for comfort. And there's no shade and nothing wrong with it, because we're family and we're supposed to. And I hope that my mom will be able to do that with me. But I could only imagine what's happening in the mind of a mother who is relegated to a place of feeling so small and dismissed by her quote unquote partner, that she has to seek refuge in her child. You know, Ted, we said that Leslie's diabolical, but your ass, maybe unintentionally fine, but your ass is diabolical as well. Now, over at the country club, there's quite a few moments where I'm like, all right, Kat. But then she lands the plane. Like, Kat was so lethal in all of her language that she used with Eva, but she wasn't wrong. She literally was calling it for what it is. Eva, you tried to stop it, but you also concocted the goddamn plan. She putting 2 and 2 together and getting 4. Hello? Somebody wake that up. Kat is back on it. Now that she didn't got the confirmation from her damn daddy and she came to get her little purse, she ran into Eva, she already did put it all together. So while you want us to believe that you're a victim too, your mama didn't say that that he wanted an abortion and she lied to him and all that, but you still went along with the damn plan. Well, she put it into me, she brought it into me. Cool. But there's moments where you literally felt like he can't possibly be who she been telling you, and you still decided to go along with it. We are way too far gone now, Miss Mama. The moment that you started to have second thoughts, you could have literally threw up the flag. But instead, you decided to become the villain that your mama is and co-conspirate with her on this plan, even if you was having second thoughts. And then while Kat was trying to catch your ass in the plan so that this could be stopped a while ago, you was subverting all of her little traps and then taunting her while doing it. I said, Kat, call it like you said, Miss Girl. And even if you gonna have to cry these big ass crocodile tears and cry a river out this damn country club, then go ahead and do it, Miss Girl, because she ain't lied not one bit. Yes, the stuff the Kat said to you was very, very hurtful. Damn right, diabolical. But your ass deserved to hear all of it, because at the end of the day, you are going to have to make a decision about the woman that you want to be, Eva. And maybe it's going to be your mama locking you out this goddamn apartment after ethering your whole damn life and or career. That's going to be the thing that helps spark you to make those type of decisions. But all of the decisions that you have made thus far is the thing that's leading you to that. This is a fork in the road. I think she needed to hear this honesty from Kat. I get her trying to tell Kat that Ted isn't a bad guy, blah, 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 blah. Girl, yes, her father did love her and that wasn't a lie, but also this ain't the time and you ain't the damn person to tell her that or to convince her of that. Kat will get to that point at some point, being able to separate who she's experienced her dad as most of her life, and then this terrible decision, this terrible mistake, this terrible lapse in judgment. Cool. But tonight ain't the night that's going to happen, and you do not need to be preaching to her, because you are quite literally the person that was putting her and Ted, her and Nicole at odds, because they were defending your ass all the while you were co-conspirating with your crazy ass mama for their downfall, and she knew it. Well, she ain't know it, but she felt it. You had her being gaslit by her goddamn parents when she was doing nothing but trying to protect them. So you don't get to tell Kat much of nothing, but I'm sorry. And I think I got it. Eva gives me she's really sorry. Eva gives me, yes, her feelings are hurt, but those are not the top priority right now. And Ted don't. So if we're looking at the remorse that we're watching play out, look at the remorse that Eva has, and then look at the remorse that Ted had. They ain't the same, but they should be the same, in my opinion. Then what else? We talked about Ted and Nicole. We talked about Ted and Nicole. I'm glad she threw his ass out. She don't want to smell you, see you, kick it with your skate, with your nothing. I said, damn right, Nicole. Damn right. Miss Anita was not letting Leslie sashay her ass about that house before she told her, you're foolish, Miss Mamas, and we can smell you from over here. But go ahead, keep telling your little stories. We're going to get to the bottom of whatever is lies and whatever is true, we're going to move accordingly. But as it pertains to your daughter, because we don't get a real understanding of if they're going to forgive Eva or not, if they're going to welcome Eva in or not by the end of the episode. But you don't actually get to dictate that. While you talking about, please accept my daughter, don't shun my daughter because of what I... No, y'all are a damn package. And quiet as cat, Miss Leslie, Eva is Ted's family. These Duprees about damn done with Ted's ass. So they quite literally don't have to accept Eva. They would have to accept Eva if Eva was Nicole's child. But she ain't. You better go find the Richardsons and try to get some money out of them and some positioning out of them or whatever out of them. You better go holler at Andre's ass and whoever they got left. Because the Duprees don't owe Eva or you Nathaniel, and damn sure don't owe Ted nothing. Ted is halfway down the Bill Hamilton train, and they already disowned Bill. You seen how that happened? Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Then also, y'all, last but not least, we get to see Martin spiral, and I get it. He start tearing up things at his house. He's pissed as hell at his daddy, and it's hard to watch, but I felt like that was a very real, authentic reaction. Because in a lot of ways, Ted is like the pillar, the black man to be or to model after. Behind Vernon Dupree, like it was literally Ted Richardson. And all the other young men around are looking to him. So if you prove to not be who you say you are or be able to hold up a moral code that you have communicated was what matters, then what is real? I can totally see that Martin's whole world, whole foundation has been shaken. And I think that this is also going to trigger more nightmares and the things that's happening with him mentally. But also, Martin, you're going to have to do not too much, not too much, Martin. Because you got a big ass secret that Vernon and Anita are hiding as well. We ain't forget about it. We on Eva and Leslie right now, but Martin, your little secret is coming out as well, and I think it's coming around the bend. Y'all, let me know what you thought about this episode in the comment section down below. Beyond the Gates is really getting good, y'all. If you haven't subscribed already and you like the content, you like the conversation, you like my thoughts, then subscribe, baby, so you don't miss it. Turn on your bell notifications, and I'll see you in the next one.